Woman, hear this with clarity. Your next relationship will not be built on the fragments of your past, but on the wisdom you have gathered, the healing you have embraced, and the identity you now stand firm in. What is coming toward you is not a repeat of what broke you, confused you, or drained you. What is coming is aligned with the strength you have cultivated in silence. Your next relationship will leave everyone speechless, because it will reflect the transformation that took place when nobody was watching. Every disappointment you overcame refined you. Every moment of loneliness shaped you. Every betrayal or misunderstanding pushed you deeper into self-discovery. You didn't just recover, you evolved. And when a woman evolves, her future relationships can no longer resemble her former patterns. They rise with her. They match her. They honor her value. Your next relationship will be different because you are different. You no longer seek validation through the eyes of others. You no longer negotiate your worth for temporary approval. You no longer choose from a place of fear, insecurity, or emotional starvation. Instead, you choose from identity, from peace, from clarity, and from purpose. This is why your next relationship will not only surprise others, it will surprise you. It will be grounded in mutual respect, not confusion. It will be built on shared vision, not random attraction. It will be sustained by genuine commitment, not emotional games. You will meet someone who recognizes who you are, not just what you provide. Someone who values your presence, not just your service. Someone who sees your strength, but also protects your softness. People will be speechless because they watched you walk through seasons that should have left you bare, but instead, they left you wiser. They saw you lose what you thought you needed, only to rise stronger than ever. They didn't know the silent work you were doing within your heart. They didn't see the nights you chose. Discipline over desperation. They didn't witness how you rebuilt your self-worth one truth at a time. Your next relationship will testify to the power of growth. It will reveal that healing is not wasted and patience is never ignored. It will show that when a woman orders her life, aligns her priorities, and understand her value, she cannot attract anything less than what honors her. You are stepping into a season where love will no longer drain you, it will develop you. Where partnership will no longer confuse you, it will complete the vision within you. Where affection will no longer distract you, it will support your assignment. The man coming into your life will not compete with your calling, he will complement it. This union will leave people speechless because it will be evident that it was not born out of chance, but out of divine preparation. You didn't chase it, you grew into it. You didn't force it, you became ready for it. And now what belongs to you will recognize you. Woman, your next relationship will be a reflection of your healing, a confirmation of your growth, and a reward for your patience. Get ready for something that matches the woman you have become, not the woman you used to be. The world will watch, but they will not be able to explain it. They will simply say, this is different. And indeed it will be. Your next relationship will reflect your inner transformation, not your past wounds. This is a principle that every woman must understand deeply, because too often we allow the shadows of yesterday to shape the promises of tomorrow. Every disappointment, every betrayal, every moment of loneliness you have endured was not meant to break you, but to refine you. Life has a way of preparing you silently, unseen, and uncelebrated for what is coming. Your heart, your mind, and your spirit have been molded through experience, and it is that transformation which will now determine the quality of your next connection. When people see the relationship you are about to enter, they will not be witnessing chance or coincidence. They will be witnessing the reflection of the woman you have become. They will see strength, patience, dignity, and wisdom, and they will know instantly that this is not ordinary love. It is love born out of a woman who has discovered her value, who has refused to compromise her identity, and who has learned to stand firm in her principles. Too many women enter relationships carrying old baggage. They unconsciously allow past rejections, heartbreaks, or betrayals to dictate their decisions. They attempt to recreate what was lost or to heal through the acceptance of someone else. But a transformed woman does not do this. She understands that her past is a teacher, not a master. Her past is a history lesson, not a blueprint. She recognizes the pain she has endured. She honors the lessons learned. But she does not allow those wounds to write the story of her future. Your next relationship will be different because it will not be approached from a place of fear, neediness, or insecurity. It will come from a place of clarity, purpose, and self-awareness. A woman who has been transformed knows the importance of emotional discipline. She does not react impulsively. She responds with intention. She does not seek validation from her partner. She walks confidently in her worth. She has learned to love herself fully, to nurture her own dreams, and to maintain the peace of her heart above all else. This does not mean she is proud or distant. It means she has reached a level of maturity that allows her to give love without sacrificing her identity. The relationship she enters will reflect this. It will be built on mutual respect, shared vision, and aligned values. It will not be a temporary distraction or a refuge from loneliness. It will be a partnership that honors both her growth and the growth of her partner. Transformation is not only about healing, but about elevation. The woman you are becoming has elevated her standards, her priorities, and her expectations. She no longer accepts compromise that diminishes her calling. She no longer tolerates treatment that undermines her dignity. She chooses carefully, she waits patiently, and she trusts that the right person will recognize the fullness of her worth. And because of this, the relationship she steps into will astonish those who have witnessed her past struggles. People will be speechless because they will see the tangible evidence of a woman who refused to settle for less than she deserved. They will see a love that is not desperate but deliberate, not fleeting but faithful, not shallow but substantial. Your next relationship will be the manifestation of your inner transformation. It will speak volumes about your journey, your growth, and the strength you have cultivated in silence. It will not be about who hurt you before, but about who you have become because of what you endured. It will reflect patience, wisdom, and self-respect. It will demonstrate that a woman who knows her worth, guards her heart, and nurtures her spirit cannot attract anything less than what honors her. This is the love that leaves everyone speechless, the love that confirms. That true transformation is the foundation of lasting fulfillment. You will no longer settle for connections that drain your purpose or dilute your identity. This is a truth every woman must embrace if she desires a relationship that honors her calling and her worth. Too often, women enter into partnerships without considering the long-term impact on their soul, their dreams, and the life they are meant to live. They compromise, they adjust, they bend, and in the process, they allow their identity to be watered down, their potential to be delayed, and their purpose to be overshadowed. But a woman who knows her value refuses to live in such limitation. She understands that every relationship should complement her life, not compete with it. It should support her vision, not distract her from it. It should amplify her strengths, not diminish her essence. Settling for less is often a result of fear of loneliness, fear of being unwanted, fear of starting over. It is a compromise born from insecurity rather than discernment. But when a woman steps into her power, she realizes that her presence alone is powerful. She realizes that her purpose cannot be compromised for temporary comfort. She realizes that every connection she enters must honor the woman she is becoming, not the woman she used to be. She understands that love that drains, burns, or diminishes her is not love at all. It is a distraction, a detour from her destiny, and a theft of the life she is called to live. A woman who refuses to settle understands that her life is her message. Her identity is her inheritance. Her purpose is her calling. Any relationship that demands she suppress her gifts, abandon her standards, or ignore her dreams is not worthy of her presence. She will not allow anyone's insecurities, limitations, or opinions to dictate how she navigates life. She will not adjust her ambition to appease another. She will not dim her light to make someone else comfortable. She will no longer exchange her destiny for temporary companionship. Her relationships will now be intentional, deliberate, and aligned with her life's mission. This does not mean she will be harsh or unloving. Rather, she will be discerning. She will recognize the difference between a connection that challenges her to grow and one that pulls her backward. She will see when a relationship is asking her to compromise her character, her integrity, or her peace, and she will walk away without hesitation. She understands that protecting her identity is not selfish, it is sacred. She knows that a partnership that drains her energy is a partnership that cannot withstand the test of time or the pressure of purpose. By refusing to settle, She also teaches the world a vital lesson that a woman's worth is not determined by her availability, her sacrifices, or her willingness to endure mediocrity. Her worth is determined by her commitment to herself, to her calling, and to the life she is destined to live. She becomes a model of strength, integrity, and self-respect. People will watch in awe as she navigates relationships with clarity, patience, and courage. They will see a woman who chooses alignment over convenience, vision over comfort, and purpose over pleasing. The relationships that come into her life now will reflect her transformation. They will be partnerships that empower, not weaken. They will be unions that elevate, not confine. They will be connections that honor her identity, respect her boundaries, and celebrate her purpose. There will be no room for compromise that diminishes her essence, because she has discovered that the highest form of love is love that uplifts, respects, and strengthens the one you cherish. You will no longer settle for connections that drain your purpose or dilute your identity, because you have discovered that your life, your calling, and your heart are too valuable to invest in anything less than what aligns with your destiny. You now demand relationships that reflect the strength you have cultivated, the wisdom you have gained, and the vision you carry. This is the mark of a woman who knows her worth, honors her purpose, and refuses to settle for anything that falls short of the life she is called to live. The right partner will recognize your worth without you having to prove it. This is a truth that every woman must understand if she's serious about walking in love that honors her identity and her calling. Too many women spend years trying to convince others of their value, seeking validation from those who are either blind to it or unwilling to appreciate it. They perform, they explain, they sacrifice, and they plead, thinking that love is earned through effort rather than recognized through understanding. But the right partner does not require you to justify who you are. The right partner sees you fully, completely, and without condition. He recognizes your strengths, respects your boundaries, and honors the woman you have become. A woman who has discovered her worth does not need constant affirmation from another human being. She understands that her value is inherent, not dependent on external approval. She knows that she is fearfully and wonderfully made, that her gifts, talents, and purpose are divine, and that her life has meaning regardless of anyone's recognition. When she steps into a relationship, she does so from a place of confidence and peace. She does not bend, beg, or compromise to be loved. She simply presents herself authentically, knowing that the right person will recognize her value naturally. The right partner will not try to change you to fit his preferences. He will not demand that you diminish your strengths to make him comfortable. He will not compete with your purpose, nor will he attempt to undermine your vision. Instead, he will celebrate your accomplishments, encourage your growth, and walk alongside you as a supporter, not a critic. He sees that your worth is not measured by what you can give him, but by the fullness of your character, the depth of your integrity, and the clarity of your calling. Too often, women mistake effort for love. They believe that if they try hard enough, sacrifice enough, or give enough, a partner will finally recognize their value. But this is a lie. Love that requires proving yourself is conditional, transactional, and temporary. True love does not demand validation, it acknowledges truth. The right partner sees your worth immediately because he understands that you are whole, complete, and capable of giving without losing yourself. He does not need constant reassurance because he already knows who you are. He does not wait for you to prove your value because he already recognizes in your presence, in your integrity, and in the way you carry yourself. When the right partner enters your life, the dynamic of the relationship changes. You no longer feel pressure to overperform, to compete, or to convince. You can relax into love without fear, knowing that your worth is seen and cherished. Your energy is no longer spent on proving yourself. It is spent building a partnership that amplifies your vision, strengthens your purpose, and supports your life's mission. This creates a relationship that is peaceful, empowering, and sustainable, a love that inspires others to understand that true connection comes from recognition, not persuasion. Recognizing worth is more than acknowledging beauty, intelligence, or achievements. It is acknowledging the essence of who you are, your values, your dreams, your passions, and the life you are meant to live. The right partner sees this essence and treasures it. He understands that love is not a performance, it is a recognition of truth. He does not demand compromise or conformity because he knows that true partnership respects identity and cultivates growth. You will know when the right partner has entered your life because you will feel freedom, affirmation, and peace. You will no longer feel the need to prove your value. Instead, you will feel celebrated for the woman you are. Your worth will be acknowledged without struggle, your presence appreciated without effort, and your life honored without question. This is the love that transforms, the love that strengthens, and the love that leaves the world speechless, because it is a reflection of a woman who knows her worth and a partner who recognizes it without hesitation. Your growth in silence is preparing you for a relationship that will astonish others. There is a season in every woman's life where the work of transformation happens quietly, unseen, and often unrecognized by anyone but herself. It is in the solitude of reflection, the discipline of self-improvement, and the courage to face your own heart that true preparation takes place. While the world may have witnessed only your struggles, your tears, or your disappointment, they could not see the work being done in the chambers of your spirit. This is where strength is built, wisdom is cultivated, and character is refined. And it is this unseen growth that will now produce a relationship so remarkable that it will leave everyone speechless. Many people underestimate the power of silent growth. They look for outward signs of success, visible accomplishments, or dramatic breakthroughs, believing that these are the markers of transformation. Yet, true preparation is often invisible. It is found in the patience with which you guard your heart, the discipline with which you cultivate your mind, and the intentionality with which you align your life with your calling. Every moment of self-control, every choice to prioritize your purpose over temporary gratification, every sacrifice you make to protect your peace is an investment in the quality of the relationships you will attract. Your growth in silence allows you to mature emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. It teaches you the value of discernment, helping you to see beyond appearances and understand the true nature of people and situations. It strengthens your boundaries so that you no longer allow anyone to diminish your identity or drain your energy. It develops your patience so that you no longer settle for what is convenient, but wait for what is truly aligned with your life and your purpose. This kind of preparation cannot be rushed because it is not about superficial readiness. It is about readiness at the deepest level of your soul. When your next relationship arrives, people will notice something different. They will sense the quiet strength that radiates from you, the confidence that comes not from validation, but from experience, and the peace that is born from knowing who you are. They will be astonished because they will see a love that is not frantic, desperate, or conditional. They will see a partnership that is intentional, purposeful, and aligned with destiny. They will see the evidence of the hours, days, and years you have spent growing in silence, preparing for a union that is worthy of your presence. This silent growth also equips you to attract a partner who matches your level of maturity and vision. You no longer attract people who are unprepared, distracted, or unaligned. Instead, you draw those who respect your journey, honor your identity, and support your calling. The relationship becomes a reflection of the woman you have become, not the woman you were, not the woman others expected you to be, but the woman who has prepared herself diligently, faithfully, and quietly. What is remarkable about silent growth is that it creates results that cannot be fabricated or forced. You cannot fake maturity, wisdom, or purpose. They must be cultivated over time in the unseen moments of life through trials, victories, and lessons learned. When your relationship finally enters your life, it will astonish others because it is the natural outcome of your preparation. It will reflect the depth of your character, the strength of your identity, and the clarity of your vision. It will demonstrate that the most powerful transformations often happen quietly, away from public attention, and that the results of such preparation are impossible to ignore. Your growth in silence is the foundation for a love that will leave everyone speechless. It is the preparation for a partnership that mirrors your strength, complements your purpose, and honors your life's calling. The world may not have seen your journey, but it will see the results, and it will be undeniable. Your next relationship will be extraordinary because you have become extraordinary in the quiet moment, in the private disciplines, and in the faithful commitment to your own growth and destiny. This next season of love will align with your destiny, not your insecurities. There comes a time in every woman's life when love is no longer about filling voids or masking fears. It is no longer about seeking approval, validation, or temporary comfort. This next season is different because it will meet you at the level of your purpose, your vision, and the destiny that has been uniquely designed for you. Love will no longer be dictated by what you lack or by the fears you carry. It will be determined by who you have become and the mission you are called to fulfill. When you enter this season, the relationship you experience will reflect the fullness of your growth, not the limitations of your doubts. Too often, women allow their insecurities to shape their relationships. They make decisions based on fear of being alone, fear of rejection, or fear of not being enough. They settle for less than they deserve because they doubt their worth. They compromise their values, their dreams, and even their peace to secure a connection that ultimately diminishes them. But this next season is not about fear, it is about alignment. It is about stepping into love that matches the woman you have worked tirelessly to become. It is about entering a relationship that supports your destiny rather than exploiting your insecurity. When love aligns with your destiny, it brings a sense of completeness, not desperation. It builds, nurtures, and strengthens. It does not pull you away from your calling or force you to shrink to fit someone else's expectations. Instead, it amplifies your gifts, honors your purpose, and celebrates the fullness of your identity. The right partner will walk with you, not ahead of you or behind you, but alongside you, complementing your journey, encouraging your growth, and participating in your mission. This is the hallmark of love. That is aligned with destiny, empowers, it uplifts, and it propels both partners toward the fulfillment of their divine purpose. Alignment with destiny requires discernment. It demands that you recognize the difference between a connection that enhances your life and one that distracts you from your calling. It requires patience, courage, and self-respect. You must refuse to allow past fears, insecurities, or unhealed wounds to dictate your choices. You must insist on a partnership that reflects your standards, your values, and the life you are meant to lead. When you do, you will discover that love does not have to be complicated, draining, or confusing. It can be simple, profound, and life-giving when it aligns with the path you are destined to walk. The beauty of a love aligned with destiny is that it leaves no room for compromise that undermines your identity. It does not demand that you settle for anything less than what is true, honorable, and supportive. It nurtures your spirit, it strengthens your character, and it affirms the work you have done on yourself. This kind of love will not only satisfy the desires of your heart, but also enhance your calling, inspire growth, and expand your vision. It is love that speaks to the fullness of who you are, not the insecurities that you may have carried in the past. When this season arrives, others will be astonished, but you will understand the depth of its significance. They may not see the work you have done in preparation, the trials you have endured, or the wisdom you have cultivated, but they will witness the results. A partnership that honors your life, respects your calling, and strengthens your destiny. This next season of love will be remarkable, not because it is flashy or dramatic, but because it is aligned, intentional, and true. It will reflect the fullness of your growth, the depth of your purpose, and the clarity of your vision. Your next relationship will be a testament to the fact that when love aligns with destiny, it elevates everything it touches. It will not be born out of fear, lack, or insecurity. It will be the natural outcome of the woman you have become, the woman who refuses to settle, who protects her peace, and who embraces her calling. This season will honor you, fulfill you, and leave the world in awe, because it is love that has been prepared, refined, and aligned with the destiny you were always meant to walk.